Welcome back, friends, and welcome to my Christmas 2025 marathon video. This video is a look back on how I decorated my home in 2024. I've combined some of my videos to give you lots of decorating ideas for your home this year. I love looking back to see how I decorated my home the prior year, and that's what I've done in today's video. So grab a cozy drink, sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy this Christmas marathon video. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Robin. If you happen to be new today, we are jump starting our Christmas decorating for Christmas 2024 in today's video, and we're starting in my bedroom. I'll show you guys a couple of before shots. I have pretty much taken down all of the decor that was in the bedroom. All the fall decor is now boxed up and put away, and we are ready to warm up this room and make it festive for Christmas. Now, one thing I did buy is I did buy a new set of sheets from the Threshold line, and I did buy a new comforter. And off camera, I have washed and dried those. So we're going to start by getting my Christmas bed together with my new Christmas sheets, my new quilt. I'm a quilt girl, and getting our Christmas bed all cheery and made up. I am going with a lot of green this year in my home. My bedroom will be pretty much low key, won't have a lot of color in it this year. I want it very calm, but I do want it a little festive. So I thought these Christmas sheets were adorable. My friend Lizzie, her channel is It's Lizzie, showed these in one of her Instagram stories, I believe. And so I immediately had to buy them from Target. And we have slept on them now for a couple of nights, and I love them. If you have never purchased sheets from the Threshold line before, save you some money up and buy you some, because it's definitely worth it. I love the sheet that has like little tags on them that says the front of the bed or side of the bed. That helps out so much. And they're extra, let's see, how do you say them? They're extra deep, so they fit really well on this king size mattress. Now, when it comes to my top sheet, so that you can see the design of my sheets, some of you guys have taught me this. I'm going to put this flat sheet upside down, so then when I turn over or turn down the top of the sheet, you can still see the design of my sheets. So it's funny, I am about to be 56 years old, and you guys still teach me things all the time. I also have a set of sheets from the Threshold line that are a plaid material, and I love them. But it's not quite cold enough here in Texas yet to pull out the plaid sheets. But these Christmas tree ones were just perfect. They are so cooling, and they do not make me really hot at night, which is really important to me at my age. So these sheets are well worth the money. Okay, now that we've got our sheets on, our pillows on, let's put on our new quilt. Again, I've said this many times here on my channel. I'm definitely a quilt girl, and this quilt is wonderful. It has a little bit of a heaviness to it, so it could also be considered more of maybe a weighted blanket. But it's very thin. It was very easy to wash in the washing machine. Some quilts can be very heavy in your washing machine and kind of throw them off track, but this one washed and dried really well. I loved that it did not wrinkle. It came out, even the sheets, I should say that too. The sheets and this quilt came out of the dryer just almost wrinkle free. So I was very happy with that. But I love the texture of this quilt, and I love the design of the sheets. So I am very happy with my Christmas bed this year. Now, I'm just going to add a little Christmas throw pillow here. This quilt also came with some king size shams. However, we had gone to the Deer Lease the weekend before and taken some of my extra pillows, my extra long king size pillows, and I forgot to bring them home. So today you will not see my bed completely done with my shams on there, but hopefully in my next sunny video, maybe I'll have those ready for you guys to see. Okay, we'll do a little bit more on the bed in a moment, but for right now, let's move over to this side of the room. I'm going to change out my blanket ladder. Both of these blanket ladders came from Hobby Lobby, and this sweet little white stool came from my friend Charlotte's Trade Days. And on this little dresser, I'm going to use a little runner that came from Amazon. I got 2 of them, and I'll use another one on my black dresser here in a moment. I'll link everything I can down in my description box, but this is just a very simple, kind of a tan colored runner, just to kind of work as my anchor for my decorating here on this little dresser. All right, let's start with these beautiful coppered glass battery operated Christmas trees. I picked these up last year from Target. There are 2 different sizes to them. They are just stunning. I actually used these last year on my mantle in my living room. There's quite a few bits of decor pieces that I'm going to use today in my bedroom that I used in other places of my home last year. I did pick up a few new items for the bedroom as far as decor, but a lot I also already had. So we're just going to start by placing these at the end of this little dresser. This is a picture that I got last year from Hobby Lobby, a picture that I got last year from Hobby Lobby, and it actually was on my bookshelf in my living room last year. But I love the bells on it. I thought it worked well off of those little lighted Christmas trees. This little black metal deer. Oh, I cannot remember where I got this from last year, guys. Probably Hobby Lobby, most likely. No, I didn't. I got it from TJ Maxx. And then this little faux decor piece came from a home interior store online called MJ Home. I'll link it below. But it's a real touch fern in this cute little black bucket, and I love a touch of black when I'm decorating, and I love this little faux arrangement. This little candlestick came from an antique store, and I just put a real candle in it, and I think it's a great little piece here on this little dresser. Now, I picked up some green velvet to make some bows off of Amazon this year. And so I think I'm just going to take a little bit of this green velvet ribbon and tie it around this candle. I will not light this candle. And I think it just kind of gives it a little bit more of a Christmas touch. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm going to do on that little dresser. I'll give you a tour after the video is over. But let's move over and let's decorate this black dresser that's under the television. Alright, so I started again with another one of those little runners. Then I added these little adorable Santa Claus books that I also had on my shelf last year in my living room. Those came from Hobby Lobby. A sweet little green bell and these little light up houses that came from Target last year. I absolutely love them. I am all about anything that lights up, especially these little houses. They are so sweet. You'll notice in my bedroom today that I'm going to add a lot of stuff with lots of lights because I love turning on the television, turning on a movie, turning all the lights off, and turning all of my battery operated stuff on. And it creates such a great atmosphere in the bedroom. So that deer came from Hobby Lobby last year also. I think I used this in the bedroom. I used this on the other dresser last year. And just to kind of complete this look here, add a little greenery. These little fern picks came from Hobby Lobby. I got like 20 of them last year, y'all. I love them. And they really help to complete that area there on the dresser. Okay, now I'm going to add some decor pieces. These little lanterns came from Lowe's Home Improvement 3 years ago. This is my 3rd year to use them. I love them. It looks so good on my nightstands, so I'm going to use them again this year. Do you have any pieces in your home that you just like to use every single year? I know I do. Okay, now let's move back over to this little area and let's add just some cozy blankets to this ladder. I keep that little black S hook, if you can see it there. I just keep that on the ladder just to help hang something on this ladder. And the same place I got that little faux plant with a black pot is where I got 2 of these little miniature wreaths this year. Here we go. There's a card, MJ Home. I love this place. They have the best home decor items. So go check them out. Again, I'll have them linked below. I'm just going to add a little bit of that green green velvet ribbon, and hang this sweet little wreath here on the blanket ladder. I thought about adding some bells, but I was really trying to keep it very simple this year in the bedroom, so I left that alone. I love a Christmas tree in a bedroom, and I've got this tall Christmas tree along with a little smaller one you'll see here in a second. This one, I got these at Target about 3 years ago, and I just add some twinkle lights to that tall one over by the mirror, and it looks so good with the lights turned out. Okay, so Derek's nightstand is really the only nightstand that has enough room for decor and a candle, so I love adding a candle here, and this one smells so good. Okay, now we're going to go back to the bed because I did not add a blanket, and I really wasn't sure. Derek needs an extra blanket at night, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to use this one. This one's from the Casablanca brand, I believe, from Target. I've got one in this tan, and then I have a really chunky one that's white. So I just want your opinion. I put the brown one on first, and then here is the white one. Now let me know in the comment section which one you liked better, the tan one or the white one. Okay, before I show you guys around, a few things I'm going to have to do in a separate video. I really want to hang one of those new wreaths I got right there on that mirror. However, I'm out of command hooks. We used them all for Lainey's birthday party this past Saturday, so I need to get a command hook so I can hang another one of those wreaths there. And then over here in this corner by the blanket ladder, I need to put some twinkle lights on that little tree that matches the big tree. So that's the only thing that I didn't get done in today's video. And normally I put some type of little wreath here on this mirror right here. However, that's not going to get done in today's video because I'm not sure if I even want anything on that mirror. I think it might be too much if I do anything there. And then one more thing, like I said earlier, is going to be the shams. When I have the shams on the bed, it'll look just a little bit different too. So a few more things that I'll be adding in another video when it comes to decorating the bedroom. So now let's get a little tour of how it looks after I've got everything pretty much like I like it. And again, I've kept it very simple here in the bedroom this year. I love a calm and relaxing bedroom. I like my bedroom to feel more of like a sanctuary, a place I can just come in, relax, forget the worries of the day. And so I try to use a lot of lighting, a lot of mood lighting with like these LED Christmas candles and the little houses that are lit up and the lights here on this little Christmas tree. So when all the overhead lights are off and just these lights are on, it creates such a wonderful ambiance and just sets a wonderful Christmas mood, if you would. Hey, hello friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 1 of my Christmas decorate with me here in the living room. I've pretty much cleared out all the decor and I'm ready to add some Christmas cheer into this room. And if you're here for all the Christmas inspiration today, hit that thumbs up button for me and let's get going. Okay friends, before I start putting up my Christmas tree, let's look over my den just real quickly. When you first walk in from the kitchen area right here, you'll see my little bookshelf there. I've got a sofa and a matching couch and Derek's recliner on this wall. And my fireplace area, my TV's got to go in the corner. Derek's almost convinced me to put it over the mantle. So the new year we might see something different in here, but right now my TV's in the corner, and then here is this huge picture window. Sorry, I'm trying to go slow. And usually I've got my chair and a half there, but right now it's at my girlfriend's house and she is reupholstering it. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. But there's my big picture window, and then you come over to this area, and then there's just a little mirror there with a little bench from Target, and then this little wall is where my couch is. And hang on, I'll turn around. You can see the extension from the dining room into the living room. Okay, so there's what you see when you walk in my front door. You walk right into my dining room, and there's that little cutout that goes into the den or living room, whatever you want to call it. This was the garage at one time, friends, and that was just a complete wall. And when they made this a living room, they just opened that up like that. I've really thought about, I don't know if it would work or not, taking out just that whole wall right there and having that just open up. But Derek doesn't like that idea, but I would really love that. Anyway, I mainly wanted to show you guys how I had my furniture rearranged. I thought about changing my furniture around and putting my sofa over here on the window, and then putting my tree over by the fireplace area, but I really don't want to close up this area, and I really love a Christmas tree in a window, so we are going to start taking out my tree. I don't know if I'm going to leave this little end table there or not. We'll put my tree up first, and then we may rearrange some things, but this year, instead of going over in this corner, which is usually where my Christmas tree is, we are going to add it in front of my window. So excited. First of all though, y'all, anytime I've got things pulled away from this picture window, I've got to clean it. It gets dirty, spider webs and debris so quickly. So bear with me. Let me take the time to clean out this little window real quickly, and then we'll get the tree up. Okay, before we get started, I'm going to turn on my radio. I actually bought this radio a few years back from the Hearth and Hand collection at Target, and I absolutely love it. And today we're going to listen to some country music while we're getting the house cleaned. I don't know about you guys, but when I have a full day of cleaning, I love to have music going in the background, and today I was in the mood for some old country. That Earl Thomas Conley, Loretta Lynn, I love that old country music. So let me know in the comment section, do you listen to podcasts when you're cleaning? Do you listen to music? Or do you prefer like putting on a cleaning YouTube channel and just cleaning along with someone else? The day I'm filming this, it's an early Saturday morning. Derek has gone to the Deer Lease this weekend. And this is definitely a no makeup, comfy clothes kind of day for me. I had nowhere to go. So anytime on the weekends I can get away with no makeup, I definitely take full advantage of that. I tell you, I don't know about you guys, but gosh, putting a full face of makeup on every day is such a challenge for me. But so today it's all about comfy and just getting down to the nitty gritty and getting the house as clean as I can with the time that I have. If you're new today, I, again, work 8 to 5 outside the house, and I have this YouTube channel, so most of my filming is done on the weekends. And when it comes to deer season, that's a perfect time for me to have the house by myself. So this weekend, Derek will be out trying to get the big buck, and I will be home filming all of these Christmas videos for you guys. I love picking up new cleaning products and picking up new cleaning gadgets, and this little gadget here is phenomenal. I don't have the packaging in front of me, but I got it from Target. I'll link it below. But it's like just a duster, a Swifter duster, I think is what it is, but it's extra wide, and so it's perfect for these blinds. I've got blinds in every window throughout my house. I've got spider webs in every window throughout my house. Oh, sorry, guys. Shania Twain is on the radio at this moment, and obviously, I'm feeling the vibe. So, as I was saying, that little tool is so handy to clean those blinds. And the handle is expandable, so you'll see here in a second, I use it to clean the walls, the baseboards, the top ceiling. What is that called? Molding. So it was coming very handy today as I pulled some of the furniture away from the wall and tried to clean as I go. So again, I'll try to link that below, but it came from Target. Okay, let's get our tree up. And I need some advice from you guys or some suggestions. I have seen some pictures on Pinterest this year where it looks like people have taken their tree collars and they've kind of lifted them up some off the ground. Because if you've noticed, once you get your tree decorated and your presents are under the tree, you can't really see your tree collar anymore. But I could not figure out how they did that, how they lifted that tree collar up off the ground some. So have y'all seen pictures like that? And if you know how to do that, let me know. Does anyone else out there kind of hold your breath when you go to plug in your pre-lit Christmas tree? That's what I was doing here. I put my first round up and then I thought, I better plug this in before I put in my second part of this tree, just to make sure that all three parts, or that this bottom part, is actually going to light up when I plug it in. This is my third year to use this tree, and so far I've had good luck with the lighting on it.
Drive alone in December rain. They play my favorite song. I see a snowflake melt on the deck. I'm awful cold and longing for the holiday. Counting days until you're here. I've been waiting this whole year. Dear Christmas, Christmas, Christmas night. I know you may stop a light, but together we're alright. You know we're ready for Christmas. Can't wait to head back home. When the sleigh bells call, I hit the road. Baby, let it snow. We're ready for Christmas. Why you so far?
Okay, I've got her put together. I've got her all fluffed up. I love this tree. This is my third year, I believe, to use her. She came from Lowe's. Let me get a little closer. I love a flocked tree, and I really love the little bulbs that are on here. Go a little slow. I love that they're kind of a frosted bulb. Look how pretty those are. Oh my, so pretty. Again, it's about 3 years old, so if I can find a link, I'll link it below. I don't have the box anymore. You saw me have it in that little tree holder that zips up. However, if I can find it, I promise I'll link it. But I love the fact that it's really slender. It's full at the bottom and then gets slender at the top, of course. But I just love the look of her. She's so fancy looking. And you can just pretty much decorate her in any way. Sometimes I think like a dark green tree, some things do not, it's harder to see maybe your ornaments. I don't know. I just love a flocked tree. So this tree is perfect for me. And my tree collar came from Walmart. I'll definitely link that below. So now that I've got this tree up, I've got her up, I should say, I'm going to take the time and do some quick vacuuming, and then we'll continue to decorate the rest of the living room. Okay, y'all, I'm sitting here at the end of my couch trying to determine if this Christmas tree is blocking too much of the television when someone's sitting on this end of the couch. So let me turn the camera around. I may move my couch down in a different direction so that whoever's sitting on this end of the couch can actually see more of the television. Okay, so here's what I mean. When you're sitting on this end of the couch, the tree's kind of interfering just a little bit. So I think I'll put my grandmother's sewing machine down in the back of the house during Christmas time. I'll put it back in Jonathan's room, and I'll bring in my matching end table that's usually over here to the left of the tree. I took that out, and I'll put my matching one on that end. I think that would work better, possibly. We're going to try it out and just see. So let's take this and put it in the back, and let's scoot the couch down and see if we like that a little bit better. I mean, the tree's not blocking the TV too much, so if it doesn't look right to me, I'll put it back. But I just want to try it out just to make sure I've got my furniture arranged just perfectly for the Christmas season. Okay, so we moved it down just a little. I may have moved it too much. I think I may scoot that over just a little bit, but here's what we have to work with. I'm going to do a little vacuuming back here off camera. I'm sure you guys are tired of me vacuuming at this moment. I'm going to move in that other little matching end table, put my lamp back, put my bench back, and see if that's too much. I may have too much of an open spot right there. I may can scoot it down just a little bit more, but here's what we're going to work with for the time being. Okay, so of course I moved it back. Oh my goodness. So I moved it back down. So let me put this little end table over here in this corner and see if I'm gonna like that just a little bit better. And first, I'm gonna take my little duster and go ahead and finish dusting the top of the ceiling before I put that end table back. Okay, so I do pretty much have the couch back down where it was. I did end up putting my little matching end table there at the end of the couch, my little stool. I need to scoot this coffee table down just a little bit, but here's our finishing look finally after moving around some furniture. And so let's add just a few Christmas touches here into the living room and get our Christmas decorated started. Oh, I forgot. There's one more thing I wanted to change up possibly. This lamp right here came from Kirkland's and it's about 5 years old. I love this lamp. I do love it that it's kind of tall. Since I haven't really got anything on this back wall back here, I think it helps to kind of fill in the wall just a little, if that makes any sense. So let me try. I've got this little lamp there that was on my other end table, and I think I'm going to try to maybe do that one and see if I can have matching lamps in here for the Christmas season. So I may not like it, but let me take this lamp down, try out the other one, and see if I'm going to like that just a little bit better so that I can have matching lamps here in the den. Okay, so here it is with that lamp out of the way. Now, I was correct. I do like having a little bit of a taller lamp there, but I also like, let me show you another view of this, the fact that I'm going to have matching lamps in here. Okay, so here's a view on this side with matching lamps. I think I'm going to go ahead and just leave this here. Maybe once I get all my decor up here in the living room, I'll like it a little better, but I do want to have matching lamps because I don't know. So let me just leave it here and start decorating. It might change later, but for today's video, I think I'm going to leave this lamp here and just put the other one in storage for the time being. Okay, and one thing before we get started is I picked up a new mirror to go over here on the mantle. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off this mantle area. We're not going to do the fireplace today, but I do want to go ahead and get my mirror up here. So we're going to take down this old one that came from Target. It's about 5 years old, and put up my new gold mirror up here and see what it looks like real quickly. And then we'll get to adding some pillows and some more decor into the living room. So here's my new mirror for you guys that are maybe new. Maybe you missed my Walmart shop with me or my Christmas haul where I picked up some things for Christmas. Let me just give you a close-up. Look how beautiful she is. She's from the Better Homes and Gardens. She's a wall mirror. I'm not going to hang it. I'm just going to lean it up against the wall on the mantle, but it is simply beautiful. I've saved some money. It's definitely an investment, so I saved some money and bought her right before, I guess probably had her now for about 4 or 5 weeks, but I knew when I was seeing all of my different Pinterest inspiration pictures that this was the mirror I wanted. So I'll pop up some pictures here of what inspired me to get a gold mirror. So there was nothing wrong with my other black mirror, but I truly love this one. So let's get her up on the mantle and see what she looks like. Oh my, I love it. What do you guys think? Oh, I love that it's tall. My other one was long, so I like a little bit of a different look with it being tall like that. It's beautiful. It's actually going to leave me a little bit more room to put some more decor in the fireplace. And now these lanterns will probably be changed out for my gold ones. So when I have gold lanterns down there, I think it'll really bring out this mirror. But I'm really, really loving the mirror here on the mantle. Okay, now let's start by working on one of my end tables. Do any of you remember when I first started my channel, these little end tables were like a dark varnish, like a dark brown varnish. And about a year, maybe 2 years ago, I took the oven cleaner where you just spray on that oven cleaner and use a water hose, and that took that varnish right off. And I just left them a natural color, and I absolutely love them. Let me know in the comment section if you've been around long enough that you remember when these were that dark varnish. Okay, so here's the completed look over here on this side table. I'm going to insert a picture that inspired me to come up with this little design. I love it. It's very simple. I've got that new emerald green vase faux plant from Target, that new little gold reindeer from Target. I guess that's a reindeer, maybe just a deer. And then I already had those books. My sweet daughter-in-law gave me that Simply Home book. It's beautiful. And then I already had the little diffuser and the what is that thing called? Coaster. So I think this turns out really good. I think it looks almost like the picture. I just used my own twist on it. So let me know in the comments section what you think. Okay, so I kept it very simple over here. Again, I put that lamp there to match the other one. Some simple Hobby Lobby Christmas trees that I've had for probably 8 years now, and I think they still have them there. And then I just added a little candle that I showed you guys that came from Target last year. I love reusing candles, especially when you have to spend, like this one costs like $15. and then just a pretty little flocked wreath that came from Hobby Lobby several years back. So nothing is new here on this table, and yet it's very simple and very Christmassy. I love the flocked look of that wreath. All right, now let's move over to the coffee table area. I'll take away this gray tray and use a beautiful round gold tray that I picked up from the Threshold line a few years back. And wait till you see my new Christmas stems that I picked up from an Etsy shop. They are absolutely beautiful. Okay, so here's just the base to my coffee table. I haven't quite decided if I wanted to just use the tray here by itself, put the tray maybe in the middle, put my arrangement on the tray and just have the tray here, or if I wanted to decorate the tray and then have a flower arrangement outside of the tray. I'm not real sure, so we're just going to start with a flower arrangement first. And again, I may change this out a little, but this is how I'm going to start off decorating my coffee table. And here's a peek of my new Christmas stems. These are like little tiny pomegranates. I love the flow of these stems. They're absolutely beautiful. I love this deep, deep red. I believe I actually saw these stems on Evelyn Hernandez's channel. She has a wonderful decorating channel, so go over and check her out. But got these off of Etsy, and I absolutely love them. Now, these stems were a little bit of an investment, but I just feel like spending your money on some really good stems, you can just never go wrong there, because those can definitely be used throughout your home. And I can also use these year-round. These wouldn't have to necessarily be used just at Christmas time. Oh my goodness, look how cute this is with the little bells. I may put another string of bells in there just because I can't see the bells that well. And I think maybe one more stem of bells would be extra cute, but I love the way this turned out. So sweet. That little pick came from Hobby Lobby, and I got several of them to use throughout my decorating here in the living room. But I think I'm going to add in maybe one more pick of bells and see if I like that just a little better. But I do love this combination so much. So let me work with it just a little bit more before I give you an after shot. Okay, here's a final look of it. Oh my goodness, so sweet. I love these stems from Etsy. I'll link them below. And these little bells are adorable. Let me show you how they actually come and how much I pay for them. Okay, and again, I got several of these. They were $4.99 with half off. See if this will focus on that. So they just come like a little stem like this. And I just bent that stem down to make them a little shorter. And of course they're tied together right now, but they each come with little 4 bells, and the stems are movable, so you can just twist them around really well. So this is what they look like when you go into Hobby Lobby to look for them. They are super cute, but I am definitely loving this arrangement. Now let's start decorating this little tray and see. I may end up just putting that arrangement on the tray, but let's just start and see what we can come up with. So here's the final look here on my tray. These Christmas trees came from Hobby Lobby. They are several years old. The little reindeer set came from the Threshold line at Target. I'm reusing that candle from last year. It's also from the Threshold line. It was a little expensive, so I love to reuse my candles again. And then just a little simple wreath down there just to add some greenery and kind of break up all that decor there on the tray. Now, I'm wondering, should I take those, even though the Christmas trees have a little black in them, I'm wondering, should I change out those gold deer for some black deer? I may change that up just a little bit. And I don't think I'm liking, now that I've got this tray decorated, I don't think I'm liking having coffee table books there. I may take those away too. So let me take away these books, maybe put some black deer there and see if that gives it just a little bit of a different look. But I do like this look, don't get me wrong, but let me change it up just one more time and see which way I like best. Okay, I definitely like those books taken away, but I don't think I like the black deer better than the gold deer. I think I like the gold deer, and I do believe because those Christmas trees have just a hint of black in them that I can get away with those gold deer instead of the black ones. So we'll save these black deers for maybe the bookshelf as you walk into the living room in my next video, but I am going to put the gold deers back. However, I do like those books gone there, so let me change out the deer again. And I'm wondering, would one of those books look good maybe underneath that candle? Let me just play around with this just for a second more, just to make sure I've got this just right. So here's this look with the book. Now, I do like the book. I like that it offers like a little layered look to it. However, I think because that book is so white and my vase is kind of a cream color, possibly if I had a cream colored book, that might look a little better there. Maybe a red book or a green book, which I don't have, but I think that might go a little better. So that is another way to style this. However, I don't like the way that white is contrast. I don't like the way that white is contrasting against that cream colored vase, so I'm going to take that book away, but I do like this look too. I just don't have the right book to put underneath that candle. Since I know I'm doing a lot of rearranging today and just kind of showing you my mindset on how I decorate when I go to decorate for my home. I pretty much do this in every season that I decorate for. And so I hope you enjoy seeing the process. I have been trying to do, or I plan to do, my decorating series this year a little bit different. In some videos, I'm going to include cleaning. In some videos, I'm just going to do straight decorating. In some videos, I'm going to go ahead and have my plan down and just decorate. And then some videos like today, I'm going to kind of take you along and show you my process. So please bear with me if you're someone that doesn't like to watch the process of a decorating video. My next video, which is my mantle and my fireplace area, it'll be a little different. Okay, now that we pretty much have our decor down, let's put out some blankets and pillows just to make this living room a little bit more cozier.
December rain that play my favorite song. I see a snowflake melt on the deck. I'm awful cold and longing for the holiday. Counting days until you're.
Hello friends, welcome back and welcome to my Christmas decorating here in my living room part 2. In today's video, we'll be decorating my fireplace area. In last week's video, I put up the Christmas tree. I left it undecorated. However, I did decorate my coffee table, my end tables, and I added some cozy touches with some blankets and pillows. As you can see, I've already laid out some of the decor I'd like to use here in the fireplace. I'll talk to you more about those as we go. And if you happen to be new today, hello, I'm Robin. I'm so glad that you're here and welcome to my channel. Let's jump right in and start decorating. This mirror I picked up from Walmart. I absolutely love it. I've had my command strips up here for probably 24 hours so that they'll stay. That is the key I have found to command strips, is to make sure that you've let them set and kind of set, if that makes sense, for at least a day, maybe a little less, but I try to do a day if you're going to hang something really heavy. So this is some garland that I picked up from Walmart. I love that it's kind of a two-tone look to it, and it's a little heavy, but so far I think I'm doing this voiceover 4 days after I decorated the living room, and it is still hanging up. It has not fallen, so I'm very happy about that. But we're going to start with some really pretty green garland, and then we'll come back in a little bit and I'll add some little jazz to it. But we're going to start with the garland, and then I'm going to add this adorable Santa picture that I've also picked up from Walmart this year. Walmart knocked it out of the ball field this year with their Christmas decor, and I got several items there. If you missed that decor haul, I'll link it below so that you can see what all I picked up from Walmart for my house this year. Okay, I'm going to pop a picture up here for you guys to see what inspired me on how to decorate my mantle this year. And in this picture, they had some layered mirrors. And this little mirror came from an antique store. I've had it for some time now. I love it. To me, the top decor of it almost matches the top of my new mirror decor. However, I just wasn't sure if this was too much for my little mantle, so I ended up going without the layered mirrors. Let me know in the comment section, though, if you really liked the layered mirrors. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I think it's so pretty. I just had to make the decision if I was going to go with it or not. And again, I thought it was a little too much, so I didn't go with it this Christmas season. However, I would love to hear your opinions about it, because I do love the look in this picture of that layered mirror look. It is so pretty. Now, these candlesticks came from Magnolia. I love them. In the picture, they had some gold candlesticks, and when I ran across these from Magnolia, I knew I had to have them. I love the different style that they had to each other. They came as a set. I think there was one more, but I just got 2. But I loved the detailing on these 2 candlesticks, so I purchased these. And I went on to Amazon and I got some Christmas tree candles to go in them. Christmas tree candles and some pine cone candles are very popular this year. I almost went with the pine cones, but I found these at a really good price. They'll be linked below from Amazon, and I knew I had to grab them. So this combination up here is so pretty. I just believe that these gorgeous candlesticks add just a little bit of class to my fireplace. Now, the mirror helps it a lot, but the candlesticks, I think, really brought it together. My Granny Yates, when she decorated for Christmas growing up, her home was just so elegant, still cozy and lived in, and that is the feel that I love for my home. So let me know in the comment section what you think about these adorable Christmas trees. Now, I probably will not light them, but I do love them. Okay, now another item that I picked up from Walmart this year are these beautiful dark stained nutcrackers. I think they go well with the frame that's around that Santa frame, so it kind of plays off pretty well with each other. I love them so much. They also had some just natural wood nutcrackers, but I really wanted to go with this dark stain this year. Okay, now to add a little bit more Christmas touch here on the mantle, I'm going to add in this garland that operates off of batteries. I love it. I actually picked one up last year and used it on my headboard last year, I believe, in the bedroom. And at the end of the season, I went ahead and got another one because I loved it so much. I love the very stems that are mixed in. I love that it has just a touch of flocking to it, and I love that you can either do a blinking light or just a steady light. And as you can see here, I just went with the steady light here on the fireplace, and I think it turned out beautiful. Okay, we'll come back to the mantle in a little bit, but right now let's move down and work on the hearth. I've had these lanterns from Walmart for several years now. I love them. I love black up against this brick that I have here on the fireplace. However, during Christmas time, I love bringing out these gold lanterns. They come in a set of 3. I believe I got them from Amazon. And the third one I'm going to use over on the TV stand in a later video, but I love the size of these. I have these green bows on the lanterns from last year, and I just left them on there. I think they still go well with my green this year. And I'm just going to add to the bottom a couple of flocked mini wreaths that came from Hobby Lobby. This one on the left is a little bit big. However, I can still shut the door. It looks fine. But I think adding some greenery in the bottom of your lanterns looks so good. You can even not, if you don't want to use any type of wreath, you could also just put a bunch of candles in there. That would look really pretty too. But I chose to do a little wreath. And then I'm just going to put a battery operated candle in each one of the lanterns. And oh, they look so good here on the fireplace area. Of course, I love adding all the lights I can on the fireplace. So when I turn on the Christmas tree, when I turn on all the lights and turn off the big lights or the overhead lights, it really puts off a very cozy ambiance in the living room. Okay, I'm going to pop my inspiration picture back up here again, just to remind y'all that the bottom area had that really pretty wicker basket with some birch wood inside of it. That's really what I wanted to do this year, and I looked everywhere at some antique stores trying to find just the perfect tall basket, but I really couldn't find anything, and the ones I could find that were new, I just did not want to spend that type of money. So I went ahead and just used this little black wire basket that I got from Target. I think during the springtime is when I got it. I'll link it below if they still have it. I'm sure they do. I think I've seen it there before. And I'm just going to take a sweet little blanket with some deer and Christmas trees just to continue with that green look. And just add just one. I'm sorry, I'm just going to add one pillow, but I'm going to show you a couple of them. And I ended up using just this little Christmas tree pillow. So sweet. I love that it's got a little bit of red, a little bit of green, and it ties in well. So this is how I'm going to arrange this little black wire basket. And I think it still turned out well. Not exactly like the picture showed, but I am happy with it. Okay, let's finish this area off and let's decorate my blanket ladder real quickly. This little blanket ladder is definitely a staple here on the fireplace. It has such a story behind it. Probably the first year I started my YouTube channel, I was checking out at our local Dollar General, and I saw this leaning up against like a clearance end of an aisle. And I didn't even think it was for sale because I'd never seen anything like this at the dollar store before. And I looked at it and it was on clearance. I think it was only like maybe originally like $12, and I got it for like $4. And then once I showed it to my friend Kathy, she loved it. So just as a sweet gift, I went the next day to the Dollar General and bought another one. I think that was the only one they had left. And so Kathy and I both have these ladders in our home. So there's such a sweet story behind these blanket ladders. Okay, let's head back to the mantle. I told you guys I did a lot of shopping at Walmart this year. And these little these little wooden bells were some of the first things I picked up. I think I picked these up like early October. I got them for like around $9, and I haven't had them since. But I was wise enough to buy 2 of them, and I knew I wanted to put them on the both ends of my mantles, and they go so well. Wonderful friend Olga has made some stocking holder little tags to go on each of the grandkids' stockings this year. So I'm going to save the stockings for another video, but I think everything turned out so good. Love to know your comments in the comment section. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Christmas decorating video here in our home. Today we're concentrating on decorating the Christmas tree. I've been adding some cozy touches here in our living room for a few weeks now. So I've had my tree up, but I've left it undecorated. I think she is beautiful even without any ornaments on there. However, today's the day we're going to get her all fancy for Christmas. If you happen to be new today, I'm Robin. I am so glad that you stopped by. Please introduce yourself to me in the comment section. First, I'm going to light a candle, turn all the lights on my fireplace, kind of cozy up the living room. It's getting a little dark outside, so I wanted all my lights going so that y'all can see the warm ambiance it puts off here at the end of the video when I have all the lights off. I'm also going to add a deer to the fireplace. My grandboys love deers, and I forgot that I had him, and I ran across him when I was digging out some Christmas decor, so I'm going to add him here on the hearth. And he's going to look so good here on the fireplace area. If you missed the video where I decorated my mantle last week, I'll link it below. But friends, I heard you loud and clear when it came to me not adding that third mirror to the mantle. I was trying to go for a more layered look on the mantle, but when I went to add a second mirror, I wasn't quite sure if it was going to work or not, so I didn't add that layered mirror look to the fireplace, and you guys are like, Robin, add that mirror. So hopefully by my next video, because I'm doing this voiceover, on a Tuesday night, and this past Sunday is when I posted my mantle video, and I've just been seeing all the comments come through over the last couple of days, and you guys want that other mirror on the fireplace. So I think I might add it on there, maybe for my home tours, that y'all can see that second mirror and see how it looks. I thought it was a little bit too much for my mantle, so I took it down, but I love it when you guys comment in the comment section and tell me what you like, what you don't like, give me advice. I love that. And I had over, I don't know, probably 90 comments of you guys loving that second layered mirror. So stay tuned. Be sure you're subscribed so that you can stay tuned for my home tour to see if I added that second mirror back onto the mantle. Okay, with that said, we're sorting through my Christmas decor, some from last year, some new stuff that I picked up this year. I so lucked out and got these viral, I guess felt velvet, I'm not real sure what to call these. I picked them up from Hobby Lobby. I'll show you better looks of them later on in the video. But I had to buy these like y'all late September, early October to get them before they were all sold out. But they are beautiful. And then I picked up some more picks. I love like a glimmery look to to the Christmas tree, and I'll show you again these pics in a second. I got some bells. I got these beautiful burgundy and green oh my goodness, ornaments from Hobby Lobby. I got some green velvet ribbon to add some bows on the tree. Last couple of years, I did a lot of red on my Christmas tree, and this year I really wanted more of a emerald green, a very neutral tree this year, and I really did not do hardly any, well, really I didn't do any red on the Christmas tree this year, so can't wait to show you guys how it turned out. But now that I've kind of sorted through all of my ornaments, let's start decorating the Christmas tree. Okay, as we go along, I'm going to try to show you each ornament up close before I add it into the tree. These are these beautiful, stunning, gorgeous velvet ornaments that I got from Hobby Lobby. They're all different colors this year, and I really, again, wanted to go with the emerald green. So I got a larger size, and then as you saw, a smaller size. And y'all, I have no rhyme or reason of how to decorate a Christmas tree. I just start decorating. So, and my idea this year was to start with my solid colors. So I've taken these velvet ornaments and I'm going to put them on the tree first. And I'm trying to put my bigger ornaments kind of into the tree. My friend Michelle, her channel is called Mom to Moms. When I first met her, the very first time she decorated her Christmas tree, she talked about putting the larger ornaments, like almost putting them like inside of the tree to help the tree look, I guess, more full. And that has always stuck with me. So I'm trying to take this bigger size ornament and put it into the tree. I didn't even put a hook on there. I just kind of set them into the tree. And I probably could have put them in there even more, but I really don't know what I'm doing, y'all. So I just kind of set them in there. So I did the big ones first, and then we'll go back and do the smaller ones. Michelle, if you're watching, let us know in the comment section, again, the purpose of putting like the bigger ornaments on first and putting that bigger ornament, maybe setting it inside of the tree. Give us more advice on that. Okay. Now I'm going to use, this is an ornament that I have used for several years now, this little pine cone ornament. They also came from Hobby Lobby. I did not buy any this year, but the last 2 years I've picked up a couple of boxes, and I could have bought a couple of more boxes this year. However, I didn't, but these ornaments are just gorgeous. I think they look really good. They even on a flock tree, and they would look really pretty on a solid green tree. And I like to have a little bit of a rustic decor on my Christmas tree. I've noticed that. And so these little pine cones with just a touch of greenery just add a lot, I think, to a flocked Christmas tree. So don't be scared just because your tree is white that you can't add any white ornaments on your tree, because as you can see here, it looks really good. Anyone noticed yet what Christmas movie I'm watching on the television? It is just a tradition around here that I watch It's a Wonderful Life maybe 2 or 3 times as I'm decorating the Christmas tree. I love that movie. It's so sentimental to me. It's one of my favorites. Okay, these are just some wood snowflake ornaments that are probably 5 years old that also came from Hobby Lobby. I think these ornaments look so good on my flock tree just because of the wood. It just gives a different texture to the tree, and I just love they have just a little bit of sparkle. I mentioned earlier that I do like a little bit of sparkle on my Christmas tree. You'll see here in a minute when I go to put some pics on the tree, which, by the way, Lainey is on her way, so she'll be helping me put some pics on the tree. If you're new today, Lainey is one of my youngest grandbabies. She just turned 2. And our oldest son, Jonathan and Katie, they're expecting a little girl any minute now. Their due date is December the 6th. That will be my 7th grandbaby. That we are rocking and rolling around the Lowe family when it comes to grandbabies, and we could not be more happier. Let me know in the comment section, are you a grandma? Do you have grandchildren? Are you still raising your children? Let me know what season in life you are. I know each season at Christmas time is so much fun when your babies are little and then they're getting older and then you start having grandchildren. So Christmas is just a really fun time. And I can't wait for you guys to see Lainey help me decorate the Christmas tree. I lucked out finding these gorgeous, kind of a emerald green with a little bit of gold tint to them. I actually got them last year at TJ Maxx at the end of the season. I only was able to get 2 boxes. That was all that left, but that was all that was left at the time. And I think the price on them said $4 each. I'm gonna have to go back and double check that. But these Christmas trees are beautiful. I would love to have several boxes more. I haven't actually gone online to look for them. I may do that now that I've got them on the tree. Oh my goodness, they go so well with my color schemes this year. And the little green velvet ribbon that holds them to the tree, adorable. For another ornament that I was super duper happy with this year are these beautiful glass ornaments from Hearth and Hand. I was actually watching, I think her name is Kayla Bieber, Bieber, and she was using these on her Christmas tree this year, and I thought, oh my goodness, those would look so good, again, with my color scheme of emerald green and a little bit of neutral this year. And so I thought the brown and the green would look so pretty together, and of course they do. Oh my goodness, I think the brown and the glass one brings out my pine cones, and then of course just this green one is just gorgeous. So I bought 3 boxes of these. I think they were $15 a piece, friends. So yes, they were a little bit of an investment, but how classy are these? I love them. They add just a little bit of the classiness to my Christmas tree, and it reminded me of my Granny Yates. My Granny Yates had the most beautiful Christmas tree, and I was actually honored because when she passed away, no, I'm sorry, even before she passed away, she gave me her flock tree that she had used for many years, and I used that same tree many years in my home until it just finally gave out and I had to buy another one. So these ornaments just reminded me of my Granny Yates and just a touch of class that she would add to her Christmas tree. And so I love them. It was an investment, like I said, but so worth it. So here's almost a final look of the Christmas tree. I'm loving how everything's coming together. And the last ornament that I'm going to use are these beautiful kind of a deer and Christmas tree muted burgundy and green ornaments. They're not glass, but they're easily breakable. So I have to be extra careful with them, but they are gorgeous. I think I've said gorgeous 15 times in this video today, but everything I have gotten for the Christmas tree this year, I have just so loved. The last couple years, I pretty much did my Christmas tree the same theme. And so this year, I stepped out of the box and did something a little different, and I just love it. Okay, so what are you guys thinking so far? I really haven't added a lot of Christmas ornaments, as you can see. Some people fill up their tree with ornaments, and oh my gosh, I love that look. But my tree, I believe, is just so pretty, even undecorated, that I think I don't have to add a lot of ornaments to still have just a beautiful Christmas-inspired tree. So that's pretty much all the ornaments I'm going to add. Now, I have used these little champagne ribbons probably, maybe not the first year I was on YouTube, but the last 3 years at least. And I just took a long spool of ribbon and just cut them, a few inches long, and I just tuck them into some of the holes. I said I liked a little bit of glimmer to my Christmas tree, and it just kind of helps to fill in some spots since I'm not using a lot of ornaments, and I'm just tucking it in there. As you can see, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm not the best Christmas decorator. I'm sure some of you are like, Robin, there's a better way to do this ribbon. However, I am just doing it the easiest way possible, and that is just taking a little bit of the ribbon and just tucking it in. Okay, here are the beautiful picks that I've got from Hobby Lobby. I have such a collection of these. I could probably go back and even get some more. And I'm just, again, going to tuck these into some blank spaces in the tree. And by the time I start putting my picks in, Lainey J shows up. Guys, we had actually just got in from the deer lease a few hours before I started decorating the tree. It is deer season in Texas, and we have a place where the family can go out and stay. And so we went out Friday night, spent the night, come home Saturday afternoon. Jay took Lainey home, gave her a bath. Vanessa was away on a girls' trip this weekend. So I took a bath, got ready, started decorating the tree. And so Jay was going to head out and do some errands, and I was going to watch Lainey. So she's already in her pajamas. I think it's about 6 o'clock now. It's really dark outside. So I was like, yes, bring her over. Let me watch her so she can help me decorate the Christmas tree. There's nothing better than recording these grandbabies so when they get older, they can see themselves. I love it. I don't put a lot of the grandchildren on my YouTube channels, but for our family, just to see these recordings is wonderful. If you've been around for a while, my other grandson that's right above Lainey, it's JD, and he's now 5. And so I had just started my channel by the time he was born, and so I have him in a ton of videos when he was little bitty like this. And he loves seeing himself when he goes back and watches Honey's channels. He loves seeing himself little like his little cousin Lainey is. So anyway, she's struggling, but she is surely trying to get these picks into Honey's tree. We'll finish up putting these picks in the tree, and then we'll start, let's see, I think my next step will be working on the top of the tree. Sorry guys, we did a little dance party. We now have gone from It's a Wonderful Life to Trolls. So I don't know about you, but when I listen to Trolls, it has the best music and you cannot help but dance. Oh, I was wrong. I totally forgot about these little bell picks. Now, these were really hard to work with. I thought that'd be a little bit easier to work with. I bought, I think, about 10 or 15 from Hobby Lobby. I wanted to buy these because I love the little gold touch on them. If you've watched my last couple of decorating videos in my living room, I love adding gold touches into my living room. I just think it adds, again, a more classy touch to the living room. And so I have really had to work with these bells. So I did that off camera because they were very challenging. But I think once I got them in the tree, I love the little pop of gold they added to my Christmas tree this year. We start working on the top of the tree. I'm just going to show you some shots. She's really looking gorgeous. If you're new today, again, I'm Robin. I'm married to my husband, Derek. We've been married for over 30 years. We have 3 children, grown children, and about to have our 8th grandbaby. So I started my channel almost 5 years ago. We are definitely empty nesters. We're loving this season in our life. And I just started my channel just to help me with my retirement, but also I just knew this was something that I really wanted to do. I enjoy keeping my house a home. I enjoy decorating it for all the seasons. So I just go on a whim, jumped off in the deep end, started my channel, and I have not looked back. If you're new, I'd love for you to introduce yourself to me in the comment section, maybe your name or where you live. We love hearing where everyone is from. Okay, now that I've showed you just a couple of picks that I like to use at the top of the tree, I don't do the top of the tree very fancy. I keep it pretty minimal. I do have a little wicker star somewhere out in the shed. I haven't found it yet. I'm still on the search for it. So in today's video, I'm just going to put my stems in the top. All of these stems came from Hobby Lobby. My favorite are those gold stems with the pine cones on there. Again, that adds another touch of rustic look here on my Christmas tree. And I'm just going to start with these white picks. Again, don't be afraid to use white if you've got a flock tree. This is just going to help to layer my tree, give it a little definition. So we'll start with these white picks. I'll add in some more picks that have some berry stems in them to add a little color. And then we'll end it with my gold shimmery pine cone picks. So for my last little touch here on the Christmas tree, add some little velvet bows, and I'm going to use this gorgeous green velvet ribbon. First, I'm just going to show you guys how I tie a little bow. I have seen this bow look for some time now. I think it's been pretty popular the past couple years, and I love it. However, I just never have stopped and done it. And I was watching one of Lizzie's videos. Her channel is called It's Lizzie, and she showed this gorgeous ribbon that she picked up from Amazon. So I went on there immediately and bought this ribbon. I've had this probably y'all since September. And when she first did her very first Christmas haul, I believe is where I saw this. And I love it. It is so, so pretty. And so all I did was kind of tie one bow to see how long of a piece I needed. And then I cut about 20 pieces, and then I'm just tying them a little bow, and I'm just sitting them on the branches. Now, some people use like a little hairpin, a little bobby pin. Some people tie them to the branches, but for today's video, I'm just going to set them on the branches. It worked well. They still have not fallen off. I think it's been 4 days since I decorated the tree as I'm doing this voiceover today. They're still on the tree, so I'm very excited, and I just love the outcome of it. I didn't realize how sweet it would make this tree, but it really added a great little touch. And if I can say, to me, it even gave it a little bit more of a classy touch. It is so pretty, I think, because the velvet ribbon is gorgeous. So let me know in the comment section, did you tie any ribbons onto your tree this year? Okay, and of course we all know when you have a flock tree, you vacuum and you vacuum and you vacuum. I do love this flock tree though. I don't mind vacuuming at all because I do love this tree. I love the way it turned out. Let me know in the comment section what was maybe your favorite ornament, or maybe something, your most favorite thing that I used to decorate with. Just let me know that in the comment section. I'll have a couple more videos here in the living room. I've got to do my shelf right when you walk in the living room to the left. I'll turn the lights off, guys. You can really see how cozy it is in here. But so I'll have my shelf decorating video. I'm going to add a few more touches here in the living room. I know you guys really loved that layered look on the fireplace, so I may add that mirror in. Stay tuned on the mantle, that is. But I do have a few more things I've picked up to add to the living room, but for the most part my living room is almost complete. I am loving it all. I appreciate it if you've stuck with me to the end of the video. I know decorating the Christmas tree is so fun for me, but you know, I didn't speed up the clips a whole bunch. I kind of kept it real speed. I know a lot of you like it a little faster, and I'm sorry about that. I just wanted it to be a more cozy vibe when it comes to decorating my Christmas tree this year, and I sure hope you enjoy this video. Again, I would have really appreciated if you would hit that subscribe button before you left today. We were well on our way to 15,000 subscribers. I don't know what type of giveaway I'm going to do for that video, but it's going to be big. So y'all, let's get ready for that because it is coming soon. You guys are just so, so good to me. I appreciate you. I have so many wonderful friends that reach out to me on Instagram. They email me, they message me, because by now we have each other's cell phone numbers. Linda and Michelle and all of your friends that just take such good care of me. And I'm just so, so thankful for this channel. I know I say it all the time, but I truly, truly am. I'll be 56 in January, and I started this channel for, again, a little bit of retirement money, not having a clue how God would bless me with all the friends that He sends to me. So, and like I always say, I appreciate you guys, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends. Hello, friends. Welcome back. Or if this happens to be the very first time you've stopped by my channel, hello, I'm Robin. I am so, so glad that you're here today. We're so happy to have you. In today's video, I'll be sharing our Christmas home tour for 2024. I've spent the last month or so decorating our home for the holiday season, and I'm very excited to bring you along as I share with you our very modest, cozy, inviting home. If you're new today, you won't see a fancy, perfectly put together home in this Christmas home tour. However, you will see a well-loved and lived-in country home. We raised our 3 children in our home who are now grown and have children of their own. We have lived in this house for around 30 years, and I personally would not want to live anywhere else. Now, in today's video, I'm not going to share with you where I purchased a lot of the items that you're going to see this year for Christmas. I will try to link all of my Christmas haul decor videos down below in my description box, so if anything you see today might interest you, hopefully you can find a link to whatever you're liking in my description box today. Now, as far as my Christmas decorating style or theme, I feel it changes from year to year. I'm for sure a traditional girl at heart, where I tend to lean toward a more modern and neutral style. Over the last couple years, my home was very traditional with lots of red. To me, red is the way to go if you want to pull off a more traditional style in your home. However, this year, I found myself leaning toward a more rustic feel by decorating with lots of greenery, adding in a few deer here and there for decor pieces, and going with a deep green emerald look with green bows, ornaments, pillows, and throw blankets. It seems like the last probably 4 years here on YouTube, I have definitely gone with a more traditional look here on the Christmas tree. However, this year I went in a totally different direction and went more toward a neutral, more classic Christmas tree. I didn't add any red to the tree this year. I went with more of an emerald green, and it definitely came out with a great look. It definitely turned out so neutral and modern, and I really love it. I wasn't sure if I was going to like not adding any red into the Christmas tree this year, because like I said, the last couple years I have gone all traditional, but I really love calmness of this Christmas tree this year with the little emerald green bows and just very neutral ornaments, and I was definitely in love with the Christmas tree this year. When it comes to Christmas decorating in my home, we definitely live here, and I really want it to be inviting and welcoming to our friends and family. So functional yet festive is my motto when it comes to Christmas decorating. As you can see, our home has more of an open concept floor plan. Therefore, when it comes to decorating my home, I try to be more mindful when it comes to decorating with decor that has more of a similar interest, that's cohesive and well balanced. My kitchen area seems to be more traditional with lots of reds and whites, especially on my open shelves in my kitchen hutch. And even though I did kind of combine 2 different styles this year, more traditional in my dining room and kitchen area, and more modern and neutral in my living room area, I still think it still flows really well and still offers a cohesive look and inviting feel to the home. doesn't love a wonderful Christmas kitchen? I love watching other people decorate their kitchens for Christmas. That is just my favorite area in the home. I wanted the feel of a fun and festive kitchen this year, and I feel my coffee bar really adds that pop of festiveness for the holidays. Who doesn't love a great coffee station? This is definitely one of my favorite areas in the kitchen to decorate. I try to go all out for my cocoa bar area with snacks, stuff for cocoa, stuff for coffee. I love adding all the things here at my Christmas cocoa bar for Christmas. I want to stop and just take a minute to thank you guys for stopping by today. If you happen to be new, I'm Robin. I'm married to my husband, Derek. We have 3 grown children, 7 grandchildren, and 1 on the way. Derek and I have been empty nesters for some time now. We've really enjoyed this season of our life. We both still work full time outside of the house. And I have this awesome YouTube channel that God allows me to have and keeps blessing. I love sharing all things home on my channel, decorating, cleaning, everything in between. If you're not already subscribed, I'd love for you to consider subscribing before you leave today. All right, now we're in the bedroom, a place I aspire to keep calm, peaceful, and all the things to help me unwind and clear my mind from the busy day of life. Let me show you around our cozy Christmas bedroom. All right, friends, that's all I'm going to have for you today. I sure hope you enjoyed this very short yet cozy look around our very modest Texas home. Derek and I are just thrilled for another year of prosperity and blessings that God has for us. I try to post a video every week on Wednesday and Sunday here on my channel. I'd love for you to join our community here and hit that subscribe button before you leave. And from our family to yours, Merry Christmas. May we always remember the true meaning of Christmas, the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.